Hi buddy, welcome back to SevTech Ages, episode 84 with me, Sid, and I'm kind of been busy, oops, hitting the wrong button, running around, so nothing going on there, everything is pretty much as we left it out there. I have, however, got a crate here, and we are going to, in the first instance, let me get rid of that one. We are going to take all, I've been basically off to the twilight mining because I wanted to make a whole load of lead. We're going to want silver as well ultimately, but right now let us just turn that on and we're going to head downstairs away from that noise. I've also made another little thing in here, so we put our NASA workbench in this space and it's fine, yeah, nothing. In fact, I can't get through there, so even if anything could spawn back there, it couldn't get to me unless it was a baby zombie or something. Now this crate here has got 2 recipes in it, and the first one is really simple. So I thought, rather than faff around trying to get do all of these live, that and that we've now I've gone and pulled together everything off camera. These 2 we're going to kind of work on today. But that pretty simple, and then we need to take this and that will go like that, because again there's a lot of this is crafting things we've crafted before. So there's a fuel loader, and we can pop that away in there. So yeah, just couple of quick easy recipes to get out of the way. Now we've got the infrastructure in place to obviously do all of that. I'm not really bothered about respawning an ender dragon. We haven't had a problem with that yet. We are probably going to have to go down that route eventually, but not right now, and neither with that. I don't know whether there's a huge amount of benefit for cooking with lockers. I don't know, is it getting night time? How are you doing? Oh, it's cooking as fast as it's going in there, isn't it? And they've got plenty of integrity left on them, so that's good. So let's see if we can sleep this off. We can, good. So we need to do a couple of things. We need to make a rocket, and we need to make a spacesuit. And we're going to need to make a few other bits and pieces, like we are going to need to make all of these, but they are not part of the quest line. But let us, don't think we need a great deal of power, so we might be able to pull enough from over here maybe, or maybe over here. We'll put this down here, I think, and then we're going to stick the fuel loader, I think it's there. I think the power goes in there. Oh, I don't know. We'll work that out later. That's but the fuel loader is done. That's the main thing. So rocket. Now, thankfully, the rocket is vanilla. The rocket requires the usual vanilla parts: heavy duty plates, which is 4, 8, 16, 24 plus 3 is 27, plus another 4 is 31 of these. Now we've got a reasonable amount of aluminium, we've got a reasonable amount of compressed tin, and we can make that all day and every day. And we can obviously do the bronze as well. What we don't have right now is a great deal of steel. We're down to 66 ingots of steel. So while I was off to the twilight and just passing the time, I kind of came over here and chunk loaded this and just left this running to get a little bit of coal coke, because we're going to want to grind that up to make coke dust, which we will then combine in here with iron to make steel and slag. So no point using a blast furnace when that will do it actually better. But of course we're cooking lead right now, so we ain't going to be doing that immediately. Now the other thing we need is a spacesuit. We need to make a tier 1 unprepared spacesuit, and then we need to do some stuff to it. So the tier 1 unprepared is reasonably straightforward: aluminium plates and plastic. So we should, if I were to go and get, how many aluminium plates do we actually need? I'm going to guess usual quantity is, oh no, is 4 plus 7 is 11, 17, 18, 19 aluminium plates. Where's my aluminium? 19. No, 19. And let us check that we have got a plate press in there. We don't, so we need to go and swap that out for that. And pop that in there, and it will do its thing and make that. In the meantime, we're going to need 4 pieces of plastic, so let us 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, that should. We can start making these as we go. So there's a helmet. Oh, we can do the boots as well quite easily. I think, wasn't it? Hang on, boots. 2. Oh. Did I? That's just one. That's just one. I need one more piece of plastic. Wow, that is well, actually, it's not a surprise at all, because I know my general blindness to detail, I think, would be the kindest way of describing it. Let me grab some more of you, and we can do that and that. And then we can do that and that with that. No. That and that, isn't it? And then that, that with... is going to have to be basically the trouser pattern, isn't it? And that gives us the unprepared spacesuit, which we can't even wear. We think we can't put it on underneath. It just isn't even wearable right now. So the next thing we need to do that is prepare it, and we need to do, each of these have got the same thing. They require this armor layer, a radiation layer, and a pressure layer. So we need 8 armor layers, 4 pressure layers, 4 radiation layers. Let's have a look at the armor layers to start off with. It's aluminium ingot in a compressor. So 8, hang on, there we go. That's going to be, hang on, if we do, that will give me 16, which is correct number. Basically a stack of aluminium in here like that. Okay, that's the armor layer. Pressure layer requires wool and oxygen concentrators. So we need wool, and this is not wool, this is wool. Now, if you're wondering what I'm blathering about, if we were to look in any of these blocks, you will not see any wool blocks. And if you were to come over to here, you will not see any wool blocks. What you will see is fleece. And fleece is combined with wicker to make a wool block. And wicker is made with sugar cane. Now, I've solved the sugar cane. I set the cloche running that ages ago. What I don't have is a whole lot of sheep stuff. You know, sheep stuff being the technical term for wool. However, what I do have is an old load of sheep all wandering around out here, and so we should be okay to come out and go snip and just wander around the wilderness here, the surrounding terrain, keeping my eye out for bad guys, because, you know, this area has been loaded at night and things could be waiting, but there are lots and lots and lots of sheep. Now, we're going to need a lot of wool anyway. We need 4 per for each of the pressure. I think it's the pressure layer. And if we look at this, we also need 2 per for the radiation layer with lead plates. Hence why I actually went off before the episode to the twilight to get more lead, because I was a little bit concerned that we may not have enough. I'm going to go and grab that one again. If he's prepared to regrow his coat, I'm prepared to shear him again. Yeah. So, basically, snip, snip, snip for a while until we've got enough to make some wool, and I'll just keep basically running around and re-snipping as and when necessary to get the necessaries. I think there might be some more the other way as well, so we'll have a little wander around, see what we can find, and I shall be back in a little while. Alright, I've got some wool, fleeces and the likes. How's that lead doing? Are we about done? No, still going, and it's chucking up some lag as well. It's chucking up silver as well, because obviously that's the ore doubling process, which is odd because I got a whole load of silver from mining it as well. So I suppose I shouldn't complain, should I? Anyway, let us make some wicker. We'll do 2 lots because I don't think it's not going to hurt, and this is a free renewable resource anyway, so that is a thing. And then we should be able to do that, which will give us 16 of those, and that which will give us another 5 of those. I don't think we can combine. No, we can't. However, I've got a few other fleeces up here. I've got that, and I thought I had another one. Where is it? Oh, a yellow one, but that's not enough. Right, 1 of those and 1 of those. So that will give us a brown one, which is fine. Now these, when you've got 8 of them, can be dyed back anyway, so that's not a problem. Somewhere, there you go. But we haven't got 8, so you know. Anyway, so what do we need to do? Let me just get rid of those. We'll probably need to get more wool, because I know we need we need 4 per for this, and then we need 2 of those per. So and those are 1 per. So we're definitely going to need more than we've got, but it's not a major issue. It's just a matter of running around going snip, and which is, you know, reasonably straightforward. That should be those, however. So that should be... Well, I've actually got too many, haven't I? I actually only need... No. I needed 4, didn't I? Okay, doesn't matter. I'm sure I'll die at some point and need to make my armour. So, in fact, we're going to put half of that away, because we don't need all of that. Right, let's start off as we mean to go on with the pressure layers. So I need oxygen concentrators times 1, 2, I need 8 oxygen concentrators. So I'm going to need 4 tin canisters, 7, 14, 4 lots of tin canisters, I should say, because each one of those is a 10. Each one of these makes 2, so that will give me 4, so I need another 14. Now the bit that we may struggle on still is steel, but let's see how we go with that for now. We've got that, but then we need oxygen vents, need compressed tin and compressed steel. I don't know whether I made compressed... Oh, I've got steel blocks actually, that's interesting. I have got compressed tin and I have got compressed aluminium, but I don't want that. What I want is how many vents? 2, 4, 8. So I need 16 steel. Let's go with that for now. Again, set that compressing. I'm going to keep my eye on this, because obviously the integrity of that is dropping down. The one thing I do wish you had with immersive engineering was the ability to see what was inside it and what was waiting. But yeah, well, you know, that's what we got, isn't it? What we're stuck with. So might as well not worry about it. Anyway, this is going to be a hot minute, so I'll get that done and be back in a sec. Alright, well there's the first components, 8 oxygen vents. I'm going to use this panel down here just to work on. 8 oxygen vents plus 8 oxygen canisters, and then also, if I can find the right thing, we need tin times 8. Now I'm compressing some more because we're out, so that is a thing which is taking some time. Over here we're going to have that, and obviously we'll have 8 here, an unprepared one, and whatever goes in there and there, which we know is these. We probably need an energy storage module if we can make one. I don't know whether we need to charge it, but I don't see why we wouldn't bother. Energy field, energy storage module, compressed steel and batteries. Again, we can make that, that's not a problem. But we're in the couple of things are slowing me down. One is the compressed tin, waiting on that to come through, waiting on the lead to finish, so that is still spitting lead out of the grinder. I'm glad I didn't put the silver in, so that is going to take a while. However, once we've done that, we need to compress a bunch of lead plates because we need to make the radiation layer, which is like that. I definitely think we're going to need more wool, so I'm going to take a little stroll around while we're waiting on that to finish and get some more. But we're making some steady progress. That's the I think that is the key. That's the takeaway message here. We're getting there, and I think we are, if not right, sitting on top of having this ready, being ready to do this. We're very, very close. We are so close to being able to go to the moon. I can taste the cheese. I can taste the cheese of the moon, cheese dirt, cheesy cheesiness. We're that close. It is purely now down to a few missing ingredients. The old steel, you know, and it's always the steel is always a barrier in this pack, and in most packs I actually find, unless you've got EMC. And yeah, it's just, and time. We're gated behind steel and time right now, so I will continue on, and I hate these things. I think the creepers. I will be back in a moment. Alright, the lead is finished, so the next thing is to grind up this lot of coal coke. And that will give us the catalyst we need for things. Now I'm just going to do 2 stacks of iron, I think, because it's probably sorry, 2 stacks and 10. Let's just go for the whole hog, eh? Because we're going to want steel. Steel's always a thing that we need, so I see no point in faffing around. Let us come down here. We'll just turn that off for a second, and what we should see is coal coke coming up, and I don't know whether it'll end up in here or in the catalyst side. Nope, it's going in there, that's fine. But that basically goes across in there, and we'll make steel. I suppose we should take the slag out. We'll put that in there for now. So yeah, we just need to let this process through, and then I can turn this on. We've obviously got a whole load of plates to make, but right now we are just sorting out this and those, and we will have the stuff to make those oxygen concentrators. So that's good. Yeah, waiting on steel, I suppose, because I think we've got all the tin plate we need for that. And I know I've gone one too many there, so we'll fix that. So steel and what do I need? 16, 24, don't I? Well, we can use a 24 out of here to do the first thing, and we'll get that built once this. There we go. That's done. So we'll run that through. This is working. I'll be back again when we're a bit further on. Okay, we're almost there. It's taken a lot more steel than I thought, because I realised that I actually need 2 more of those. The reason I need 2 more of those is I need 1 for the oxygen gear, which we also need to make that, and I need 1 for the oxygen compressor, which we need to fill tanks. Yeah, we need oxygen tanks. I'm going to definitely have purple tanks, though. Purple tanks, definitely. We can only make light oxygen tanks at the moment, and of course we have no ender technology, as I think we mentioned before. So at this stage, I don't think we have any particular trickery we can use for refilling these. So we are going to have to, well, when we go to the moon, we're definitely taking a thingy portal with us and some spare oxygen tanks, put it that way. So that is, it's doing its thing. This should be all of the ones we need once they're done. We should have, if we go over here, also 24 lead plates, so we should be able to use those now, maybe. Let's just go, can definitely use 4 of those up as well. That will free up a wee bit of capacity, and then we can split that and then do 1, 2. That gives us the 4 radiation layers. So now we're almost there. We're just waiting on the remaining steel sheet to make those. That should give me, let's have a look, if I hope I'm doing this right. Let me just, I know there are quicker ways of doing it, but I'm just keeping it simple. So we need, those are going to be used to make, hang on, let me, we need to make that, which is those, and okay. So we do those, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Bang. So we definitely need more wool anyway to do that, but that will give us the spacesuit tier 1, that will give us that will give us the legs, that will give us that, and that should give us that one. So there is a rocket ship to make. However, you will notice that at no point has this thing actually talked about life support. Now we've got a radiator, we've got an armor suit, we've got a spacesuit, which looks absolutely awesome. I'm loving that look. This is one small leap for mankind, one giant leap for Sid. Now, however, a couple of things. One, it does talk about having a energy storage module. So, energy storage module from Galacticraft is compressed steel and batteries. Batteries are tin, redstone, and coal. That's easy. Yeah, we can definitely make one of those. Let me get out of that view. Have I got an armor stand over here? I know I had one over in the other place. Armor stands are, if I remember rightly, sticks and a slab. Sticks and a stone slab, one of them, and some stickage. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, I think, off the top of my head. I think we go like that, with a sticky in the middle, and then we can pop this down there and pop you on. Oops. Well, if you're going to be like that, we're going to pop you there then. I don't really mind. Much better. Bump. Bump. And bump. Right. That it's actually a really nice model. I've got to say, it does do the trick. It doesn't quite fit the armor stand. Anyway, we've made you. So I want to make one of these. That's, as I say, there was tin, redstone, and coal. 1, 2, 1, 2, and there was in it that. Yeah, like that. We only need 3 of those, so we'll stick one of those away. And then it was compressed steel again. Steel. I think we're going to need to make more steel at this rate. because what's the matter here? Something strange going on. Oh, slag full? No, that shouldn't be. Oh. Well, it shouldn't be an issue, but it's certainly, that seems to have fixed it, so let's not complain. So 6 of those, so 2, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That will get me the charger. Let's go and see about some actual spacesuit technology as well. So we need glass panes. Oh god, here we go. Got 4. Let's have a look. Uses for those. Oh, that's too many. We can have a look at the uses for those. That will go in. That we need those for that. Right, sand. Yep, we're making glass panes. There's no avoiding that particular problem. I need to just grab. Have I got any sand? Probably not. I'll go grab some sand and we can get that going. Alright, well the glass is cooking, but while that is cooking we need to get this thing made. That is the energy storage module. It will need a connector, and obviously we also need to take our armor with us and charge it. Where's the boots? They're invisible on the model, that's all. That's fine, doesn't really matter. Yeah, so we'll take that to, I'm just thinking, see, this is a Galacticraft block. So one of these is power, and it is not going to be obvious which one, because that's how this thing rolls. Just wondering where the best place to try and plug this in is going to be. Can I pop you back here perhaps? Let's try that with a little bit of wire and a little bit of cable. No, no, yes, yes. Pop like that, and there to there. No. So that therefore suggests that it is that way round. Yeah, there you go. And we can charge that up with juice and it will be good and happy and everything will work. I don't know whether it does say on these things that they're not necessary to charge. So that is charged. So if we look in there, for example, you can see it says only requires power when modules are installed. Now I don't think control for installed modules, of course there are no modules, but that doesn't matter, we'll still get it charged because I'll be happy when it's charged. While we're at it, can we have a look at the word module? Black module, modular router. I'm just trying to see if we have any modules. Modular routers doesn't sound overly, I mean there's a lot of words with the word module, but are any of these not Steve Cart's modules? Are they actually extra planets? Let's have a look at extra. Looks to me like we have no modules yet. Okay, that's fine. I'm still going to charge them because I want to. Yeah, carry on. Be back in a moment. Alright, well, glass is cooking. We can make the first bit of this though, which is the oxygen mask. So that can go on. Not worried about the frequency module. We do need the parachute, and we do a frequency module is a nice thing, but you know, it's not really, I don't think we really need to worry. In fact, we can't worry about it. It's not available. The parachute we do need to worry about though. and we need to get a parachute, which is canvas. Canvas is made up of string and sticks, so we need 3 of those and some string. String. Oh wow, that's not good. Cotton plants, I think, are probably our friend here, but it is night time, so I'm just compressing more steel because we're always going to want more compressed steel. So yeah, the parachute we'll get on with. The glass is cooking, so we'll be able to make the oxygen mask in a minute, and then we need to make the oxygen tanks and the oxygen filler. Is it a filler? Oh, the thing that what does make the oxygen work the way it does. But before we go anywhere, I just want to check for anybody who looks like they may want to eat my face. Like, I don't know whether I can I? Yes. Bet I can't get him though. No, doesn't matter. I don't think they're a threat where they are. Well, there's an easy way of sorting that out, isn't there? We just come around here and shoot anything that moves and looks threatening. Yeah. Anyway, I'm going to harvest some cotton and get some of that stuff going, and we shall be back again in a moment. And 1 parachute made, which means we are 1 step further to go into space. However, we need to get another step further, so let us jump over here and grab a little bit of that, and we can come over here and do a little bit of that. That is going to be necessary to make that, then that is going to go there. We need oxygen tanks. As I say, we don't need those. So oxygen tanks, we I'll probably make a little bit more oxygen pipe as well, and the reason for that will become apparent, I hope. In the meantime, we should be done with that. And how are you? You are at, yeah, you might as well finish on panes. I only put a small amount of sand in there anyway. Shoo. We need hang on, before we do that, let me go over here and go 1, 2, and these are tin canisters. They need a compressed copper and some wool. Wool, 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 wool. Need a little bit more wool, especially if I'm going to make them purple topped, because, you know, for no reason. There is no practicable reason why we would want to. However, I do need to compress some copper. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, let's do 16. That should make 8 plates. I'm going to make more than that, yeah. More wool. Back in a mo. Alright, I'm not going to make 8. I figure that what we really want is a high capacity tank, but on the flip side, I also do not want to be stuck with no oxygen on the moon. So I've made 4, which gives us 2 spares. And all in a, you know, a tasteful fetching purple. Now we need to use you to make an oxygen compressor, which needs a bronze sheet. Oh, God, there's always one, isn't there? Copper and tin makes bronze. Copper and tin. That shouldn't take too long. And then I think that will be everything we need. Tin, bronze, steel. Yeah. So we should be good to... I know I've got... I keep on forgetting I've got that thing. I know I've got it. I just keep forgetting. The paddle. Crafting paddle. That's the word I'm looking for. Aluminium. Better still. We don't use aluminium for that much, so... in fact, so you are just used... Oh, you're used for the bronze, okay. For the toughened plate things. Let me just put all that away. So we've got the oxygen compressor. Now that needs to come out here. Now, it occurs to me in an ideal world, that the power will go on that side, and we should be able to hook you up to an MV connector with some wire. I'm going to need to make some more MV connectors at this rate, but that's fine because I need one for that for starters. And we should be able to hook you up also to that, and you will get some juice. You have no oxygen, but that's not a problem because we can do that. And this, which is collecting oxygen there, can now start putting it in there, and we can start pumping it into that tank, which is awesome. It's going to take a hot minute. I don't know. I think these only have 900 units of oxygen. Now, bearing in mind the tanks that I'm currently using in Sid's Modern Life, I think 2400 units, so they are considerably bigger. Hopefully we'll get the bigger ones at once we get into age 5, but that will do that. Now what do we need? I'm missing what? I have oxygen, I have everything we need to survive. I'm missing a rocket, I think. Which is going to take a hot minute, and it may not happen this episode. We'll see how we go, because I need to make those hardened metal plates and all sorts of good fun things for that. So yeah, let's see where we get and how long I've been recording already. Right, the next thing I've done is I have decided that all of these are not coming with me to space. This space backpack is. It just occurs to me that we have got an awful lot of very expensive items here. I'll probably not even take the decent pick with me, because this is obviously leveled up multiple times, and yeah, I will probably just take a basic pick. So that is space. We have got 2 of those. We have got those in there. That covers us for the time being. I didn't check, hang on, I didn't check how long I've been recording, and it's longer than 3 minutes, I know. So we're at time now. I think next episode we are going to push on getting the rocket done. We need 11? No, more, 31 of those plates, and these in the compressor make 2 each, so we need basically 15, 16, 31 steel plates. We're a little bit shy on the steel, but we have got 10 more there. Wow. And we should have hopefully some more coke over here. If we've got enough to make the rocket, I will be a happy bunny. Well, we should have plenty, because that's a stack and a half of coal coke, isn't it? Over stack and 3/4 actually. So that will make a stack and 3/4 of steel, which will go a long way to making that. So we should be good. Do I just want to? I think I'll take a selfie actually when I'll pop this through the grinder for now. I'll turn you off, and yeah, until next time, thank you very much for watching, guys, and I will see you soon, and bye for now.